Okay. So, good evening, everyone. Basically, from today onwards, what my motto is that from 20th of August 2025 to 30th, 1st of August 2025, for 12 days, I will be learning from this playlist completely. This playlist is Front-End Web Development by Prashant sir. There are four contents inside it, that is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, ReactJs. My focus is for 12 days, I will be completing this playlist, okay, by making my own notes and practicing all the codes live, okay. And you can consider that this live will go for 12 hours from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. It's just a 12 hours hustle after job, and it will go for around 1 year. You can consider it. Now, you might be thinking why I started it. One of the major reason is I thought that after getting first job or after getting placement in college, we might get little bit in comfort zone. We might feel that yes, we have achieved everything, and that is something which I don't want to be into that phase, that where I feel that yes, I have achieved everything, it's done. No man, I need to be play the game outside of the comfort zone, and I need to increase my utility. I need to grind myself. I need to work really hard on myself. So before starting it, let me make a one table. Today is 20th of August 2025, and today is day 1. I'm starting this, and status under process. Okay, same way. Same way I will be adding all the stuff here only. Hours. Got it. So let's start it. This is the playlist HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. And these two videos are like a secondary video, you can say. I mean, it's just the add-on where he's talking about how JavaScript works. Definitely, it is also a part of this JavaScript video itself. And this is a kind of promotional video for placement preparation. To be very precise, my focus is on the initial 5 videos. Video 1 to video 3, 4, 5. This 5 video. And I have to complete this by 30th of August, 31st of August. I have around 12 days. And if we talk about the hours, 12 into 12 days into 12 hours daily, it's around 144 hours I am having right now. Okay, and if we talk about the content wise, yes, if I talk about the content wise, 4 plus 7, 11, 11 plus 14, 25, 25 plus around 40, around this 20. Okay, it's around 45 hours. So it's around 45 hours content. Okay. Definitely 45 hours content doesn't mean you can complete in 45 hours. You can consider the 4 times. it means 180 hours you can consider it will take. But I am already having lack of time, you can say. But the best part is I already have did HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, okay, Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB, SQL, this kind of thing. I already have worked on it. So it might be a kind of revision kind of stuff. So might be I will be able to complete by 144 hours. Okay. So let's start with this course and okay. Okay. Hello. Yes. Okay. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Mic testing. Am I audible? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let me test this once. Hello. 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 Yes. Am I audible right now? Hello. Hello. Yes. Am I audible right now? Hello. Yes. Am I audible right now? Hello. Yeah, cool. Yes. Am I audible right now? Hello. Yeah, cool. Yes. Am I audible right now? Hello. Yeah, cool. Yes. Am I audible right now? Hello. Yeah, cool. Yes. Am I audible right now? Hello. Yeah, cool. Yes. ओके फाइन ठीक है देखो अभी तक जो डिस्कशन हुआ है लेट मी गिव यू अ ब्रीफ व्हाट आई हैव गॉन थ्रू इट Okay, so basically I log into their website and this is the content, complete HTML, one shot with project in 4 hours. Okay, ठीक है, video I'm already watching it. HTML video, I guess we are watching it, and if I go to the notes, this is the notes. Okay, okay. So initially there was a discussion about, like, yes, there are these levels, setup and fundamentals. In the level 1 we have a discussion about HTML basics, then level 2 must use HTML tags. The level 3 we have browser tools. The level 4 we have HTML and project structure. Level 5 list tables and forms. And the last one is bonus, that is GitHub pages and code space. Okay, fine. Go. Yes. In the level 0 we have a discussion around IDE or code editor. Means basically what is IDE, what is the need of IDE, like IDE selection, installation and setup, and VS Code installation. This step is very important when we are going for the core coding, code development. Next part of the level 0 is website components and fundamentals. So what are the components in website, like client side versus server side, front end, back end, full stack, role of browser, HTML, CSS, and JS. Let's start with the level 0, that is setup and fundamentals. Okay, in this we'll firstly discuss about the IDE or code editor. Now you might be thinking, what is IDE? IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. What exactly it means is, it is a development environment, software development environment, where all things are integrated. Integrated in the sense, for example, if you want to write a program, if you want to run that program, if you want to do the testing into that same environment, you can do all the same stuff at the same platform, same environment. That is called IDE. Okay, it's like a central hub for coding, finding problems and testing, designed to improve developer efficiency. Since at the one platform itself we can do all the stuff, that is how it is, in how increase the efficiency of the developer. Now let's discuss about need of IDE. See, IDE streamlines the development, means on the same coding environment, same software, where we can do all the stuff. So it can streamline the development. It can push us to focus on the coding, not on the different softwares multiple times or kind of stuff. It also increases productivity. Productivity in the sense, as I discussed, that on the same platform we can get everything. It simplifies complex tasks, offer a unified workspace. IDE features code autocomplete, means, for example, when we further go for core coding, where we can see that just through simple uh, keyboard, simple shortcuts, we can get the whole code. Okay, like exclamation sign, we can get all the code of boilerplate for HTML. So that is the feature of IDE. Syntax highlighting. If you can see here, for example, we create a function, we write any tag into HTML. Automatically there is some coloring it do. It help us to bifurcate the code and help us to structure the code. Version control, basically through ID itself, we can connect to Git and GitHub. Okay, and it also helps for error checking. Means if there is any error, it can tell that for which line there is error. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. Yeah, so which yeah, so which ID we have to select? Okay, there are multiple IDs in the market like Sublime Text, Atom, VS Code, GitHub Codespace. See, you can go with any of it, but in this video, in this course, we are going with the VS Code. It is the most popular, and right now it is on the trending, so we can go with that. Now, how to install? Go to Chrome and search for VS Code, and then download it and install it in your PC. Now let's move on to the next step. That is, we have to install two extension. Basically, the main purpose of extension is to add on functionality into the platform itself or the IDE itself. So we have to install live server and prettier. Live server, what it will do, it will basically help us to check our changes of code live. Okay, I will showcase you how exactly it works and what it do. And prettier basically makes our code little pretty. Okay, in terms of syntax highlighting, in terms of changing the color, in terms of adding icon for the particular file extension. Okay, now let's move on to the next subtopic of the level 0, that is website components and fundamentals. Fine. यस, माइक टेस्ट। अभी इस क्या डिस्कशन हुआ बताता हूँ मैं आपको। आई मीन ये डिस्कशन हुआ कि जो हमारा वेबसाइट कंपोनेंट्स, ठीक है, एक तो यार ये स्ट्रक्चर थोड़ा सा इन्होंने अच्छे से नहीं बनाया है, बीच में ये आ रहा है, इधर ये आ रहा है। ओके, क्या है भाई? ओके, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ये डिस्कशन हो रहा है, पहले तो मैं इसको हटाऊँ, उसकी भी जरूरत नहीं। ठीक है, वेबसाइट कंपोनेंट्स एंड फंडामेंटल्स में क्या डिस्कशन हो रहा है कि हमारा पूरे वेबसाइट में या ओवरऑल जो भी हम देख रहे हैं उसमें दो साइड होता है, एक क्लाइंट साइड, एक होता है सर्वर साइड। क्लाइंट साइड मीन्स जो हमारे यूजर को दिखता है। फॉर एग्जांपल अभी जो वेबसाइट में देख रहा हूँ दैट इज अ क्लाइंट साइड। सर्वर साइड क्या है? जो किसी रिमोट लोकेशन पे कोई सर्वर पे कुछ चीज़ें हो रही हैं, कोई रिमोट मशीन, वो भी एक्चुअली में कोई एक कंप्यूटर ही होता है। ठीक है, सर्वर इज जस्ट लाइक अ वन कंप्यूटर, ठीक है, वन हार्डवेयर विच हैज़ अ कंप्यूटेशनल पावर, ठीक है, टू सर्व द फाइल। द डिफरेंस क्या होता है क्लाइंट साइड और सर्वर साइड में कि सर्वर साइड में वो जो कंप्यूटर होता है दैट इज लाइव फॉर 24/7, सो दैट जब भी कोई क्लाइंट एक रिक्वेस्ट करे तो सर्वर उस फाइल को सर्व कर पाए, ऐसा ना हो कि सर्वर ही बंद है। ठीक है, क्लाइंट साइड में बेसिकली हम फ्रंट एंड की टेक्नोलॉजीज यूज करते हैं लाइक HTML, CSS, जावास्क्रिप्ट। बट सर्वर साइड में हमारी इतनी बैकएंड वाली टेक्नोलॉजीज है लाइक PHP, पाइथन, जावा, नोड जेएस। क्लाइंट साइड में क्या होता है बेसिकली UI रहता है, जहाँ पे जैसे ये आप टेक्स्ट देख पा रहे हो, ठीक है, इसको स्क्रॉल कर पा रहे हो। बट हमारे सर्वर साइड में क्या होता है, डेटाबेस होता है, ठीक है, जहाँ पे हमारा डेटा होता है। ठीक है, जैसे हमने बताया जावा और नोड जेएस, ये सारे क्या कर रहे हैं, हमारे डेटा के साथ हम कुछ ना कुछ बाइफरगेशन, कुछ ना कुछ प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं बैकएंड में। ठीक है, क्लाइंट साइड में कांट एक्सेस सर्वर डेटा डायरेक्टली, यस, सिर्फ हम देख सकते हैं क्लाइंट साइड में, बट सर्वर साइड में पूरा डेटा प्रोसेस होता है। हम फाइल्स को रीड राइट कर सकते हैं, इंटरेक्ट कर सकते हैं डेटाबेस के साथ। एंड क्लाइंट साइड में यूजुअली जो हमारा इंटरेक्शन होना चाहिए फास्ट होना चाहिए, बिकॉज ये यूजर को दिख रहा है। ठीक है, इट शुड बी मोर फास्ट, इट शुड बी मोर रिस्पॉन्सिव। बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द सर्वर साइड, सर्वर साइड में थोड़ा सा प्रोसेस स्लो होता है, जस्ट बिकॉज वहाँ पे बहुत सारे नेटवर्क कॉल्स होते हैं, बहुत सारी डेटाबेस क्वेरीज होती हैं, SQL क्वेरीज होती हैं। ठीक है, एक टाइम में मल्टीपल क्लाइंट्स को सर्व करना, somehow it takes time. Okay, now let's move on to the next step, that is front end, back end, and full stack. How exactly it is and what is the difference? Front end is basically whatever you are seeing it, that is called front end. Majorly we are using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, ReactJs. On the back end side, we may use Java, we may use Node.js, Express.js, we may use Python, Django. Okay, and this, as I discussed, this is the client side, this is the server side. Okay, and the combination of both is the full stack developer, means who knows the front end technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, who knows the backend like Node, Express, MongoDB, or Python, Django. Combination of both is the full stack. And sometimes full stack can also include MERN, means MongoDB, Express, React, Node. MongoDB is basically for database side. Express is also for the kind of backend side. Node is to host or to communicate with the front end or to serve the JavaScript file. And React is basically the front end part. Other than React, MongoDB, Express, Node is a part of server side. If we talk about the React, whenever we talk about the React, it is itself by default telling that it is a combination of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, because in React we also write the code of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I hope it makes sense. Now let's discuss the next topic, that is the role of browser. Okay, there are only two roles of browser. For example, whenever I'm like writing any domain or searching anything on the internet, what our browser do? It will firstly download the HTML, CSS, JavaScript file from the server itself. For example, if I'm writing IKG PTU main campus, okay, if I'm like going to the website, if I'm clicking it, automatically our browser, what will it will do? It will firstly download all HTML, CSS, JavaScript code from the server, and then what it will do? It will render that code. Then only we will see the web page. Okay, if we show you through inspect, when I'm going to this website, reloading it, you can see here, these are the files. Okay, some font or some. Okay, if I click on what are the, okay, what are the total files, all files came, like see here, started from here, periodic.in, then some styling, CSS, animation, these are CSS files, then these are JavaScript, and logo, images, all get downloaded. See, get downloaded. Oh, can we see this? Is it the, oh man, uploads. Oracle updated poster PNG. Okay, means see this on this URL. My poster is there. Okay, I can see all the posters. This images, whatever you are seeing here, these images, I got the URL for that. These are also, yeah, see here, if I check this, all this girl, this poster is also here. At the end, all this poster get, yeah, okay. This fav icon, whatever this fav icon is, means the uh, this one, the logo which we see as the title, Get Interactive, means at the end only they showcase all this poster. But before that, all the HTML, CSS, JavaScript file get downloaded and then rendered through the browser itself. This is called rendering, means processing the code, and only we are able to see this. I hope it makes sense. Okay, cool. Can we download this as well? Yeah, there is some restriction here, I guess. But if we put some way where we can see that from where this folder is coming, can we see that? See, 29.4 MB transferred. Okay. Mm. These are all JS file. JS. Yes. Actually, this WOFF dot, this is basically for the font. These are the logos or our JavaScript. Lot of JavaScript code is there because a lot of dynamic content is coming. This CSS, this WOFF, this is the font. Let me check this. What is there on this link? Notes. Okay, means a separate on the separate API of the link. We have a notes. Can we see only the docs? Okay, this is itself a doc. CSS code, JavaScript code, font code. I told you the see dot WOFF is a font. What are the image? These are the images there. Media. No media, no manifest, no socket. Socket in the sense the real-time communication. Other. But if I want to, oh, means there is some PDF viewer they are added for this content. But if I try to inspect it, let's suppose might be they are getting it from some div class react PDF document shadow LG react page border. Okay, some canvas they are using. Okay, fine. Can we not download it? For example, I'm clicking on next. See, when I'm clicking on next, see the changes, what are the changes are going in the code. This is still the same. This component React PDF is also the same. Only the inside values are changing, I guess. Yes. But this is also the styling only, right? What about the content, man? From this, it means they are generating it from the dynamic. Okay, fine. Great. Okay. Okay. This is the problem, but when we study, we easily get distracted. Only 13 pages we have studied of 140. No problem. Again, focus, man, focus. Okay, cool. सी इसमें वही पॉइंट बोला जो भी मैंने भी डिस्कस किया थोड़ी देर पहले कि अभी जब हम लोग उस पर्टिकुलर यूआरएल पे जाते हैं तो सबसे पहले तो उसका एचटीएमएल सीएसएस जावास्क्रिप्ट को डाउनलोड करता है ब्राउज़र, उसको रेंडर करता है एंड रेंडर करके में डिस्प्ले करता है वेब पेज दैट इज मीन्स द कन्वर्जन ऑफ योर कोड इनटू what we see on screen. When user click on it, then it can help us to interact as well because on the backend there is a database code as well. Now update content, allow changes to the page using JavaScript. Okay, that is also there. It's not a big deal. Means browser also help us to update content. And as I also showed you that what are the poster images we are showing, that also file HTML images server, that also it shows in simple sort. Browser basically what it do, it downloads all the code and render it and shows to the client side. That's it. It is as simple as that. Code itself contain images, videos, right? And it render it. Rendering means it convert that code into the UI. Okay, means what it needs to show. And directly don't it not showed the code to the user. What I mean to say here, as I showed you that IKGPT main campus, I'm going to the website. Okay, it is not showcasing the code, it is showcasing the UI, the images, the logo, the text. But we can also see the code. Okay, just control U. Okay, or directly you can go view page source. See, this is the code which is firstly downloaded by the browser and then rendered it. See, this much big code, around very big code, like around 20, 25, 22, 60. Okay, around 2200 lines of code. This is firstly downloaded. It is itself containing multiple images. This is one of the link. Okay, if I search img, see, multiple images are also there. See, for example, this image, this logo is also coming downloaded. Then it is entered into this website. Are you able to understand, my friend? Very good. Okay, cool. Okay, focus, man. Okay, मतलब ये फाइनली क्या हो रहा, देखो हमें ब्राउजर को तो समझ में आया कि रोल क्या है, ठीक है, मतलब हमारे कोड को डाउनलोड करेगा, उसको रेंडर करेगा, ठीक है, वेरी गुड। ओके, बट अरे रुक जा भाई, ठीक है, जो इसका नेक्स्ट पार्ट है, लेट इज we are moving towards the front end, as our target is a front end development. Okay, so what is HTML? ठीक है, HTML stands for hypertext markup language. It is very common. The main purpose of HTML is to structure, okay, so set up the layout of the web page, structure the web page. Means whatever the content you are seeing on the web page, it might be this button, this drop down, this card, this logo, okay, this button, this text. To structure structure it, we need to use HTML. Okay, in HTML we use concepts of tags. Okay, like combination of tags, elements. Okay. In short, HTML is used to structure your content on the web. Okay. HTML is used. HTML is used. HTML is used to structure the content on the web. And एक और चीज़ हमने सीखी अभी, that is the main purpose of browser is to firstly download the code, HTML, CSS, JS, and images, videos, and then render it to showcase on the front end. Okay, fine. मीन्स इसमें क्या बात बोल रहा है भाई हमारा, ये बोल रहे हैं कि जो CSS है, cascading style sheets, the main purpose of CSS is to set the look and feel of a website or to provide styling to the web page. For example, you are seeing the colors, the fonts, the background, position, sizing. How it will do? By targeting specific HTML elements. CSS is used to set the styling of the web page, like background, colors, fonts, colors, fonts, layout, sizing. How it will do? By targeting specific HTML elements. How it will do? By targeting specific HTML elements. Got my point. Very good. Okay, you're understanding this concept very good. Now, now let's move on to what is JavaScript. Okay. सी अभी भाई ने क्या बोला कि जो जावास्क्रिप्ट है, ठीक है, इसको जेएस बोलते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, जेएस इज JavaScript has nothing to do with Java. Means there's a difference between JavaScript and Java. Very good. The main purpose of JavaScript to add interactivity into the website. Got our point. The main purpose of JavaScript is to add interactivity into the website. And JavaScript both are different. Good.